We're live. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Final Fantasy X Hardcore Nuzlocke. If you join us in the chat, great to have you with us as always. And if you join us on the VOD, appreciate you checking out the challenge and the channel. We are back capturing, and we're going to focus on mainly on Beacon L today. But I do want to get the previous areas covered quickly before we move on, because there are some. There are a couple of items. Sorry, just getting the stream set up. There are a couple of items that we can capitalise on. Sorry, distracted. There are some items we can capitalise on and get from the Monster Arena before we head into Beacon L. I think it's more Mushroom Rock. We forgot to get the Garuda. So if we get a couple of those, then we can get the spoils from the Moonflow. Sorry, not the Moonflow. From Mushroom Rock.
Here we go.
And move on to Beacon L. So that's the strat. Of course, as usual, we need to get the team set up as well, but we can only do that once we're in Beacon L. It's going to be very risky. So, yeah, we've got to play it by ear, basically, but essentially, I think if everyone's got an overdrive, I don't think we're going to have an issue. So, let's see. Let's see. Listen, if you join us in the chat, great to have you with us. Apologies, we are starting a bit late. I've had some issues trying to fix OBS and trying to fix the webcam. So, yeah, hopefully you can dip into the chat and dip into, yeah, into tonight's capturing as and when you can. Until then, I think what we'll do is we'll just try and get the team set up, really. So what I'll try and do is I'm going to bring Whacker in to see if we can get him in a position where we can get him into SOS. It's not looking good though, so... But he does have the Stone Strike, so... Let's just put the ×2 on, as usual. Now, I think the only person really that's got any chance of getting Whacker set up here is Lulu. So, let's try fire. It's not enough, but we can easily take out this guy. And then I think we bring in Riku. Can Riku get the double turn in? No, she can't. But we now have some pretty useful items. What I will do is, as per usual now, and I know this, some people find this a bit of a cheat, but I am going to add the sensor always. It's just so useful. So 450, weak to blizzard. Right, so let's use some of these Antarctic winds just to get rid of that. Excellent, Riku getting it done. So another battle like that is going to give us Whacker in SOS. So let's just see. So we are protected versus... We are protected mostly for fire, but I think we finished up in Besaid last time. But I think the team are set up anyway. We've just got to get Whacker into SOS, and then I think we're good. But as long as Riku's in first strike, I don't think that matters. So same as usual, bring Whacker in. Excellent. Nice and safely here. Lulu with another fire is actually going to bring Whacker into SOS now, so we should get the haste. And yeah, shouldn't have a problem taking that out. And then Auron again can be taken out using Sorry, the red element can be taken out using the Arctic Wind. So we've got Whacker set up. That's the main thing. There's that ultimate weapon, the P-Mog. And now Whacker's in the back row. So what we did is previously we equipped him with the Stone Strike, and that's just proved absolutely vital for some of this. I can't remember if it affects the Garuda, but we can actually take on the Garuda in this section. So what I'm going to do is just double map. Oh, I've realised that Riku isn't in SOS. That's fine. We can also do that. We can actually do that in this battle, I believe. So we get rid of that, and we defend, and we're going to swap Riku. Probably could have done with swapping her armour there, never mind, just to be on the safe side. But Lulu's going to come in and drop a fire on Riku, which always... Oh, I just thought she's in the wrong bloody... She's in the wrong armour. What we'll do is we'll bring Captain in just as a bit of insurance there. So we do need to do a bit of grinding here, just for 5-10 minutes or so, just so we can make sure we get all of the spoils from Mushroom Rock Road. We got the... What did we get previously? So we were fortunate enough to get the Soul Springs, which I think is Mihen, and we got the Stamina Tonics, which is Besaid. We just need to get... We got the Poison Fangs as well, which are going to prove absolutely essential in Beacon, which are somewhere. And then we got the all-important Door of Tomorrow, which actually grants us access to Trio of 999 and other crazy endgame level overdrives with Riku. So, just trying to think where the 99 Poison Fangs, they're going to come in clutch in, what's her name, in Beacon. So save messing about here. What I am going to do is just bring in Whacker and take care of these until we can get into a situation where Riku can also get prepared. Just always got to make sure Whacker goes into the back row, because with that Stone Strike weapon, he hasn't got first strike. So this isn't a bad battle, to be honest. So Riku's got the haste armor. What I might do is, just for safety, I might bring in Whacker just to get rid of the bombs. Bring in Lulu and see if we can... No, we can't get a weapon change. No. What we can do, though, is bring Riku in and put her into SOS no shock. Now we bring in the Chemist. The Chemist can tank one of the attacks, you see. So we'll do that on Riku. Riku's now in SOS, and the Nurse can come in because she's got Thunderproof. We're pretty safe from all attacks here. Excellent. So I think just to finish things off, with no resources used, we're going to capture another Thunderflan. I don't know how many of them we need anymore, but we've got quite a few now, so I don't think we're far off from the threshold. What we're after now, though, is the Garuda. So let's make sure Riku's in her SOS overdrive. And she's also in haste, auto haste. What that means is we can just double map the trio of enemies now until we get the Garuda. We only need one. It doesn't count towards any species conquest. It might not be the right area, this, to be fair, because I sometimes get confused as to whether it's here or whether it's near the whether it's near the opening where we actually join it. I could be wrong though. Either way, I do believe anything other than the Garuda is a triple battle, so Riku can take care of all of that. Yeah, triple battle. It might be worth going where we went with Operation Mihen. I've just thought that's not actually down there. That's where you get Auron's Celestial Weapon. Nice bomb drop weapon there. So pretty easy start. Good setup with the team, getting them into SOS where necessary. So this is where we were previously before the events of Operation Mihen. This is where we're going to find a Garuda. It's probably going to be more towards the lift, but I don't think we're going to have an issue. What we can also do is, I think there's a couple of chests here actually that we can actually pick up. Now we're not under pressure of getting a game over or losing any characters, because the last time we were on Mihen was earlier on in the challenge, and we were at risk of losing to an ambush, etc. And we literally just dipped off from all of the chests here. And one of the most important chests we need for this challenge contained the remedy, which would have allowed us to have got the auto med for Kimahri versus Flux, but we managed to get through that without needing that. So yeah, we figured out the alternative strategy. But going forward in proper Nuzlocke attempts, I will be collecting this remedy 100% of the time. This is what I'm after, the Garuda. Right. So what we can do is try to see if it's susceptible to stone. I don't think it is. But we've got the darkness on. That's all that matters really. And I think what we can probably do is now is just defend with the lads, and Riku comes in. And just does some damage for us. What we do need also though is a poison strike weapon, which I don't, oh no, Riku does have poison touch, and we're just going to power break just to be on the safe side. But look at that, we're getting the poison on already. Excellent. So let's switch Riku back to SOS Overdrive. And the poison's going to do about 1,000 damage, I believe. Sonic Boom should always miss. Excellent. I'm actually just going to defend with Riku here. And we're just going to swap weapons because I want to leave, in case Auron gets a critical there. Look at that, 1,071, perfect. So what we can do is just swap with Riku. That's going to do 1,000. Whacker's going to come in and capture the Garuda for us. Excellent. That is fantastic. What we'll do is, though, we will just... got to make sure we are set up. We might as well go to the end here, just in case we get any more chests. Because I can't remember which ones we sacked off and which ones we didn't. But I always remember going back to my recordings and the remedies. The remedy in that chest was not opened. We must have got that one. Excellent. So I think what we'll do is we'll make our way to the Calmlands, pick up the spoils for Mushroom Rock, and then make our way to Beacon Owl, which is going to be the focus of today's stream. What we can also do, actually, is get Kimari's weapon. There's an armor for him. That again, that we sacked off because of the events. Because we were under pressure, I think, to avoid an ambush, avoid a game over. Luckily, we didn't need that Serene Armlet versus Spectral Keeper. What a fight that is, by the way. But now we've got Riku and Mix and the whole SOS Slayer set up. Easy pickings. So we'll do Beacon now. Then I think it's on to then I believe it's probably best to go back to the likes of Macalania and the Thunder Plains and get ourselves the remainder of the enemies. But I think having something like Shadow Gems from Beacon Owl is probably going to be... It's going to come in use, I believe. Particularly if there are, and I can't remember off the top of my head, particularly if there are any enemies that are not susceptible to stone. Excellent. So there's the Mushroom Rock. Candle of Life will give us Zombie Proof and Zombie Strike. Let's just see if we are missing anything. 5 is usually all that you need. I don't need any more, though, of the Yellow Element or the Regora. The Raldo, I can't get access to the Halma in the Omega Ruin, so I'm just going to sack that off. I could probably do with another couple of Mihen Fangs and Imperias. So it might be worth going back to the Mihen High Road quickly to just get those. Again, I don't need any more red elements. And we've got the one Garuda. Jose. I think we're good. Maybe one more Snowflan wouldn't hurt. And then, yeah, that's the Thunder Plains and Macalania. So we've got a lot of capturing to do there. Calmlands is going to be an absolute pain in the back end. But I think with Whacker with Stone Strike, we shouldn't have an issue. Mount Gagazet, a Mega Dungeon, and Sin we don't need to worry about. So... Yeah, there we go. Go hunt for fiends on Beacon Island. I'm just thinking, is it worth us? Is it worth capturing some additional fiends actually first? So we need 1 snow flan. We could probably do with 2 Mihen Fangs and 1 Imperia. 2 Mihen Fangs and 1 Imperia. Excellent. No, I think we can do without those. So let's crack on and get ourselves to Beacon Out. It's been a while since we've been back to Beacon Out, and it's always an incredibly dangerous place
Here we go.
with Nuzlocke rules, especially the equipment. But we've got everyone pretty much in the best state possible. Ideally what we need around here is fire protection because of the dragon enemy. So it might be worth customizing something for Yuna, although I am kind of reluctant to customize any fire protection for Yuna because she does get her Eater armor when we go into Inside Sin. So it might just be worth we keep Yuna around just for agility. And probably the same with Tidus as well. The other thing I'm thinking about is actually giving Riku as well Daredevil Overdrive mode. And trying to get her into a position where she's in Daredevil. Now, Waka we need to get into SOS pretty sharpish. Waterproof is not going to do anything around here, so I think it might be worth us actually equipping stuff like HP plus around here. We'll keep Auron with the Moonbracer because that's pretty good. Riku for now can have this auto haste armor. I think Tidus is probably best to have something like the Tetra Shield, although actually it's probably might be best for him to have what we had him in versus Yunalesca and tank up a little bit. I don't think there's anything that can give us stone round here, so no, I think we'll just keep Yuna in for the haste. Kimari's good with that setup, and Auron is probably best just in the back because of Shooting Star. Okay, let's see how we get on. So the Beacon Out Gauntlet begins. And no, there's no doing any of the mini games. So the first battle is a regular one, I suppose. The trouble is Riku is in Daredevil, so ideally what we need is, I think we're just going to have to use an abundance of grenades here and try and get Lulu in as quick as possible. So grenades can take care of these. Oh, all three. Jesus. That is not ideal. Gone the wrong way anyway. Right, not the best, but not the worst either. So, I think grenades can basically solo this fight. Providing we don't get a double critical here. That's perfect. What we can do is now we can bring in Lulu. Oh shit. I didn't swap Riku to her SOS there, because if she gets hit by the fire here, she's just going to proc a high potion. What we can do though is bring Waka in and defend, and then bring Lulu in for Waka and get started on Waka's SOS. Excellent. So we're getting lucky with the battles to start things off. I think we'll just play the equipment by ear here. So let me just check. So you actually need the SOS and death proof. We can't have that on Tidus, I've just realised. So I think we just have him in something like magic counter. That'll do. Right, this is not a bad encounter, to be fair. But until Riku gets into haste, SOS, sorry, we are in a very risky position. But Grenade's putting in some serious work here. Right, what I do want to do is actually try and get Riku a turn. Shit. Right, we can't do a mix, but what we can do is we can throw something like a silence grenade, and what that does is puts it in reach of some overdrives, I think. LG, my man, what's up? Great to see you, brother, in the chat. So there's Riku in SOS. Now we've just got to try and get rid of these pair. And I'm thinking not about this. I'm thinking maybe we go for... How's it going, LG? So if we go for a Dragon Fang... Beacon out today, brother. If we go for a Dragon Fang, we get the delay on these, and we may even get the KO. What that doesn't mean, though, is that Auron is without overdrive for things like the Sandworm. Yeah, let's go for this. We'll have to risk it. Excellent. We might even get the KO. Alright, so it's doing 350. That's busted. Right, next on the agenda is to get the captain in SOS. So we're just going to hang around here. So yeah, so we did some capturing, just cleaning up in what's her name, LG, in Mushroom Rock. Now we're on to Beacon Out, where we ultimately need Waka and Riku in SOS. So we're getting very lucky so far with the encounters. I mean, this preemptive has proven to be very useful. Ideally, though, we do need Auron in because he needs to be in here for the victory. Let me just double check. Yeah, 2, 4, 6. Excellent. So Grenade's putting in some serious work. Right, Captain is in SOS, which is perfect. Did Auron get some overdrive there? Yes, he did. So Captain is in Slayer and Riku is in Daredevil. I think having Riku in Daredevil here is probably the best, the best course of action. What we will do is, though, we will chill round here and try and get some captures here instead, because now Waka is in SOS. He can just come in and try and take care of these. I mean, that's a lucky outcome there. What we do have going for us, though, is, well, A, we need to be able to swap to Riku's auto haste. B, we need to be able to take care of either the bird or the dragon. So let's try and put that to sleep. That's a clutch outcome there. Let's go again for an Alcone. Excellent. And we can just defend now and just wait for Waka to Stone Strike it. So Mishusu captured. Excellent. It's a shame we bought all of those Bhed potions, by the way. I mean, since we've got some really good equipment these days, Beacon Out is a lot more manageable. Just need to get Auron actually in the front line to get his overdrive back, because Shooting Star around here could prove to be the difference versus some of the bigger enemies. Is there anything we can give Tidus? Maybe that. Suppose it doesn't actually matter where we are, so let's let's bring in Waka, capture the Sandwolf. We can't afford for him to be capturing anything else. Is there anything we can actually take care the Alcone with? I think one of these bomb fragments should help. Excellent. We'll bring Waka back in. He should be able to take care of that. Excellent. So I only need one zoo, and I only need one sandworm. Oh, and I only need one cactuar as well. But I do need a few of these. So, but I can't afford for Waka to be in there. For very long. So we're in a bit of a tight spot here, because we might end up having to resort to things like things like petrify grenades, just to get us out of jail here, Because really, an attack from the wolf and an attack from the bird, we're losing a character. Is there anything else that we can utilise here that can take on all parties? Water gem's not going to do much. I think for now we'll just do a silence grenade while we've got them. But that can't be the strat every time. So if Whacker doesn't get that bird in the opening turn, we're in a pretty tight position there. Can we? Yes, we can. We can take them out with Stone Strike, which is excellent. Less of these, but if I'm honest, not entirely bothered. So what we can do now as well is bring Auron back into the back row again and put Tidus there. Auron's going to prove useful with Shooting Star as a bit of a get out of jail free card for some of these battles. Right, here is why I have Riku in Daredevil. I mean it's going to have Darkness, Poison, and it's going to do some damage. I may actually, just to be on the safe side, do a Chaos Grenade here. If I've got the... No, I'm out of purple spheres. Let's try a Hazardous Shell. That's excellent. Now what we should be able to do is swap our way to an Overdrive with Riku here. Now I think Kimari in Defend should be okay. And here's where the Poison Fangs can kick in, because they're going to do an obscene amount of damage. And Poison's going to do a great amount of damage as well. So there's the Darkness kicking in. Just need to ensure that Riku has got an Overdrive. What we can do though is toss an Al Bhed potion onto this guy. $3,000 is a very awkward number here, particularly because our damaging items are very limited, so I don't want to waste them, but unless it runs out of darkness, I think we're in a decent spot. That's a great crit from Auron. So Riku's okay because she's in Evade Encounter. We just need to be careful when it comes out of darkness, like now. I think what we'll do is we'll chance a Blaster Mine here, because that did 1,000 and inflicts darkness, which is excellent. What we'll do is we'll give Auron here the capture weapon. No, we don't want Whacker. We want basically anyone but Whacker. 390, not likely to kill it, I don't think. Right, excellent. So, I just thought Riku hasn't got an overdrive though, so I think we're just going to have to play the Darkness Lottery here. Excellent evasion though. With Riku in auto haste, we should be able to get an overdrive in no time. But I think that Blaster Mine has pretty much saved us there. Okay, Risha should be getting an overdrive this turn. Excellent. Let's just swap just in case something happens. Auron is equipped with the Beastmaster. This should be GG. Excellent. Even got a crit. Beautiful. So we've got Razu. That was exceptionally done. Auron back into that. Excellent. You know what? I think we're just going to chill around here by the save point, because we can basically get everything we need from around here. It would actually be worth getting Tidus into SOS here, so what I am going to do, let's bring Kimahri in, because if we can get Kimahri into to put it to sleep, that's perfect. We can bring Tidus in, and then we can bring Lulu in, and we can start chipping away at Tidus's health. Oh, he's got magic counter. I just realised that. Never mind. Let's take him off magic counter for the moment. Now let's switch him actually to the SOS Null Blaze. I think that's going to be useful for him. Now 520 minus 305. $215. Okay, another fire on Tidus. Excellent. And we bring in the captain for the Stone Strike. Perfect. So now we've got someone in SOS Null Blaze as well. So always got to make sure that the thief is in the front line. Is there anything we can give Yuna? Can we give Whacker just SOS haste? Has he not got that? No, he hasn't. I think I'd actually customised that on him previously, and I kind of regret it now, because we could tank up Yuna here with some more hit points. Never mind. How are we looking on overdrives? Busted. Right, we'll just stick around by this save sphere here. Excellent. Whacker should always be able to take care of the Sand Wolf as well, I believe. Just need to make sure that you're in SOS and auto haste. Oh, he's got Stone Touch. Bloody hell. These little things I keep forgetting. Never mind. What I will do is give him something. He actually hasn't got anything else apart from Ice Strike, which wouldn't be bad. Maybe the play there was to bring Kimahri in and try and put it to sleep. I think that was probably the play. Okay. Here we go. This is the man I want. Right. Hazardous Shell off the bat. Excellent. Slept, poisoned. Excellent. That's what I'm after. So, main prerogative here is to get Riku another overdrive. But this is the strategy I should have used first time around in Beacon Out, is to put Riku into SOS and not into Slayer. Yes, more of the battles in Beacon Out are triples, but the ones at the time that Riku has an issue with, she actually needs to be in Daredevil. It's better for her to be in Daredevil. Now, this is going to be a long old battle, so and it'll probably require multiple overdrives, and I will not be putting haste on the Sandworm, but 4,500 damage is pretty good going when with poison. If we take 24,786 minus 918 minus 4.5, so we need to do another 2,286 damage. So it's woke up. So let's do another. But it's still got poison, so we just use a Blastamine here. See, Blastamine is a lower percentage in terms of inflicting sleep. So what we could, I think the only thing we can do now, we're in a bit of a tough spot here because we failed to put the sleep back on. I think the only thing we've got going for us here is a shooting star, because I think even with a power break we're going to lose Kimahri.
No mercy.
We've just got to pray for some favourable outcomes when it comes to the next battle. We do have Bad Breath though. Bad Breath is something we can use, but it isn't as effective as a Hazardous Shell. I should have just used a Hazardous Shell there. What I will do is we'll leave Yuna in and we'll put Tidus in the background. We'll just pray for some favourable battles here. Right, this is a favourable battle. So much so, I reckon Yuna can get out of there. Auron we're going to keep in. We just need to really just get Riku an overdrive. So we'll just defend with Auron, because I'm sure he can take a couple of attacks in defend as well. And obviously Riku's got the evade and counter. Can we get rid of these with Whacker in one turn? No, we can't. I mean, usually in a regular run. Yeah, 228, that's great. Can we get a healing with Unit? No, she's escaped. That's fine. So can Whacker get 2 turns in? Yes, he can. Excellent. We're risking the stone there, but let's go. So we recovered Riku's overdrive. Ideally we need Auron in as well until he gets another overdrive as well. Still dangerous Beaconel is in the challenge. So we'll go for the hazardous shell. There we go. We guarantee the sleep with the hazardous shell, you see. And we can just swap our way to an overdrive. What I do want to do is make sure that we have got an overdrive for when it wakes up again. So Riku already getting another overdrive there. We'll just let the poison damage stack and defend with the other two. And then when it gets to their turn, we'll just swap the weapon. Not when it gets to the final turn, we'll just swap the weapon. Still in sleep, which is excellent. So if we can get this, I think the only thing we then need is the Cactuar and some additional copies of the bird. And, well, that triple bird dog Mashusu encounter, I think we just need multiple copies of that then. This might be the turn that it kicks out of sleep. Yes, it is. Right, here's where we went wrong last time. We should put on another hazardous shell here. Because we went for a Blastermine thinking that the sleep was guaranteed with the Blastermine, but it's not. It mustn't have an infinite or like 120% or 150% percentage of inflicting sleep. Because we wouldn't have been. No, I just need to swap Auron's weapon back. So Riku already got an overdrive. We wouldn't have had that problem last time had we used an overdrive, the correct overdrive. So let's just defend here with everyone. Okay, 4.5. I mean, that's perfect. So 2 more rounds of poison plus an Auron, yeah, probably plus a Riku attack plus, and then an Auron attack. So actually what we'll do is we'll get Auron into the Beastmaster. I'm going to chance it with Kimari here, because if we can get an overdrive, if we can get the sleep on, we can. That is just busted. 63, look at that. Perfect. Make sure Oren's in the Beastmaster. Yes, he is. Sandworm captured, let's go. So it's just the Cactuar. That's all we've got to worry about now. Everything else we can just navigate round and escape. Make sure the director is in full health. I think what I might do is actually make my way to the section with the stronger enemies, because we've probably got more of a chance of getting a Cactuar there. I'm more interested really in getting the Alcoins, you see, but this is a tough battle. And I think we're going to have to use another silence grenade here. Steals are limited because we actually like sacked off a load of steals here, and we could have probably got some things like smoke bombs. Good news though, we can bring Oren now back into the back row. So yeah, I'm going to head for the section where we have the tougher enemies. See if he misses, we're not in a good space, so I think we've just got to do this. If we can swap Riku after Waka, we might be in a decent spot. Hoping we can. Yes, we can. That's good. Okay. So the main thing really is getting the bird. And if we don't get the bird, we can just grenade it. Grenade them all. Not being able to get that 100% of the time is frustrating. So it's just the Cactuar to go. Right, again, we get the bird. We should be able to always get the dog as well. And then we can bring in Kimari to try and put that to sleep. So I'm going to bring in the thief here. Because if we don't get the stone on that, I've always got the option of Riku using an item there as well. So I think I'm missing some items as well around here, so I'm going to chance going to get them. Excellent. Oh, we don't even get the turn there with Riku. Have you got auto haste? Yes, you have. Why are you so slow? Okay, let's defend. Can we get a turn in? No, we can't. This is not good. You know what? I'm not even going to chance it. Not even going to chance that. Because if Whacker doesn't connect with the stone, we pretty much lose a character. I think this is only a Mega Potion, but it'll definitely come in handy. Right, can Whacker take care of everything here? The main prerogative is the bird in my eyes. $110. We can just grenade, so we can get a dog in another encounter. It's just really just trying to navigate through these battles as quickly as possible, but as safely as possible as well. Mega Potion times 2. 32 now, excellent. There might also be some chests unopened in this tough section as well. Yeah, good old no sphere grid capturing, folks. Right, I don't think this is the best encounter to bring in Whacker. No, it's not. Ideally, I need one with the dragon, with the dinosaur, whatever it is, the Drake enemy. So this is the section where I'm after, down here, because I think we sacked off everything down here as well. Right, excellent. Let's bring Kimari in to see if we can get this guy slept. No. Okay, just to be on the safe side, we're going to use a grenade here. Oh, for God's sake, we get the critical hit where we do not want it. But we get the Snow Wolf. Excellent. All we need is one Cactuar, and it's going to be a pain in the arse to get. I know it is. But we only need to get one. Nice elixir. Ideally, I think we just do this. I think round here it's probably worth maybe having Orin and Kimari actually in the front line. And maybe tanking up Kimari with HP as well. Because I'm actually going to escape with these two. Riku has no issue taking care of the zoo here, but I'm not planning on sticking around. I need to get that overdrive up ASAP. And I suppose I might as well just chill, because Poison's going to take care of it. An evade encounter just gets me the victory. Yeah, round here it does feel better to have the lads in. Orin's fine, I think, like that. It just means that when we get a Cactuar encounter, is there anything we can actually do apart from bring in Whacker? So we'll give him that. And what's up, LG? Let me see if I can give Kimari something just to tank him up a little bit. Because plus 10% isn't going to do anything really. I suppose we could give him one of these. I don't think I'm going to waste my only X potion. Yeah, so let's heal him up. I think with a power break he should be able to survive. Yeah, with a power break on the zoo, he should be able to survive a physical attack. Right, ambush. This is not fun. I've just realised we've got no, what's the name? We have got no initiative on, so rather than getting us into a tricky situation, I think we just use our last remaining silence grenade here. Blast everyone away. What we're missing, just the Cactuar, LG. Yeah, just the Cactuar, so once we've got that, we're cooking on gas basically. We're back to the Calmlands, and then we may be able to sneak in some additional Thunderplanes and Macalania. Capturing as well, which is excellent. 10 grand, nice. We'll take that. And a level 2. Is there anything in this one? Don't think so. Oof. Okay, let's just put a hazardous shell on this. Get Riku in overdrive again. And then we'll just dip out with the lads, I think. I don't think there's any point in sticking around. Yes, we get auto potion. Potentially get auto potion armors, but I can farm for them as and when I need to, if I need to. Now, whether it can give me auto potion and 3 free slots, I don't actually know, but that might be, it might be worth doing. It might be worth farming for. Oh no, there's the book in there, there's the primer, so I'm not going to get that. So we'll just get one of these dogs and we'll get Riku to take out the others. There we go, excellent. So we're just on the hunt for the Cactuar. Water ball. Bloody water ball. So we've just got to get Riku's overdrive back. Standard Nuzlocke strats here, folks. Riku in SOS and Daredevil. Whether Kimari can survive that physical attack from the zoo, I do not know. So we just defend twice. And Riku evades, and the poison takes care of it. Excellent. Oh, oh, you naughty thing. Can this be petrified? I don't think it can. Let me just double check. I've got the guide up. Immune to petrify. God almighty, this is going to be tough. Does Riku get an additional turn in if we throw an item here? No, she doesn't. How much damage is this doing? Is, say... Is this even possible to capture without us getting a game over? Adamance, my man, how's it going? Capturing's going well, buddy. We're in a bit of a pickle though because we need the Cactuar in order to finish off the capturing, but it's proving with the restrictions very troublesome. You know what I think we need? I think we need frag grenades from the magic urn, because we had a shitload of them from the from one of the previous attempts, but actually because we ended up resetting after one of the Yunalesca attempts, we didn't hack any more in. So I think we need. What's up, Adamance? How's the how was tactics? I've got it on the watch later. Buzzing for that, man. Let me just do some trial and error here, folks, because I need to know how much this sort of stuff is going to do. So it's got 255 magic defense. It's got 1 defense. I reckon the only way to capture this is with a... is for Riku to throw... Hang on. I'm just wasting Chocobo feathers there, but we're going to get 99 of them soon. I think it's either a Chocobo feather or a Chocobo wing. I didn't enjoy tactics, just not my type of game personally. Yeah, it is. It's not everyone's cup of tea, man. I tell you what, let's experiment with something like this. So that does 588. That's a very awkward number. How many turns does Waka get here? He only gets 1. Okay. That's a really, really awkward number. What was your any reason why you didn't like it, Adamance? Yeah, 588 and 574. That's a really awkward damage range. We don't need that. Sonar. Yeah, I think the only thing that's going to help us here are frag grenades. How much does a frag grenade do with Riku's overdrive? That's a thought. I might test that. If we get a battle versus the sandworm, oh, talk of the devil, and it shall appear. So let's get Kimari out. Let's get you out. The story's great, but the gameplay can be off-putting. Personally, enjoy the gameplay, but I'm too dumb to play it right. Yeah, it never really appealed to me, honestly. So I've actually got a feeling we need to use a Chocobo feather on someone. It actually might be worth going back to the arena. Is there anything that drops frag grenades? But one of I think the strat for the Cactuar is we use 2 power spheres. Frag grenade's going to do 840 damage. That is just really, again, really bloody awkward. I think the only way to get the Cactuar is going to be a frag grenade. Because we're out of silence grenades, we've got no smoke bombs or sleeping powders, and we can't steal them from the monster arena. So I think the only option is to go and do some magic urn farming. Yeah, I'm not sticking around for this, I don't need to. Right, I think, yeah, the best thing to do is probably go back to the arena, because I think we've got all the dogs now, but we can check that. So Adamant's in the chat saying, I wasn't in the right mind to play it, to be honest, so maybe try again someday, but people say Expedition 33 would suit me better, and I personally wanted to play Expedition 33 more. You should give it a crack. From what I've seen from LG's playthrough, it is an unbelievable game. I'm absolutely loving it. If I had more time, I would be yeah, sinking some time into that as well. That's not bad, but Slow Touch is arguably one of the worst abilities in the game. That's nice. Are you going to be playing a second episode, Adamants, or is it just one and done? LG in the chat saying Expedition is more FFX style gameplay, so it would probably be appealing to Adamants more. I'll probably be streaming again tonight too because it's been 2 weeks. Yeah, man, I'm buzzing for the Expedition 33 playthroughs, LG. When am I playing it? It's a relatively short game, you know. I mean, you know what? I might actually put a poll on the channel when I've done the Nuzlocke. When I've done the first iteration of the Nuzlocke, like when we defeat Braska's final Aeon, because I do think it's defeatable, by the way. And then I think I might take a break from FF games and do Expedition 33. Having seen Dan's Go8's playthroughs, though, he's gone up to like bloody episode 100 or 105. So I'm thinking, can I actually, you know, can I spare that amount of time for a Let's Play? Mega Phoenixes, excellent. No. So we've got all the birds. We should have... Oh no, we haven't got all the dogs. We mustn't have enough from Macalania, that's what it is. Yeah, we haven't got enough snow wolves. Okay. I'm unsure of actually the runaway mechanics for the Cactuar with a C in Beacon Owl. But yes, it's likely that is the case. The issue I've got is I've got no items to effectively damage it, you see. Okay, here's the plan. We're going to... Not Ibiza. We're going to... We're going to Macalania. And we're going to get ourselves some more snow wolves. Reason being is I want to get the Chocobo feathers. The Chocobo feathers in this game, the only thing that they will give us, I believe, is SOS haste. And we can get SOS haste from drops, but I don't think it actually takes that many SOS hastes, Chocobo feathers to make SOS haste. So I'm going to use... I think we've got to get some frag grenades. The other thing is, right, do we actually need... Do we actually need shadow gems? That's a question. So let's bring the nurse in and Titus, just for the speed. And let's protect against ice where we can. So as usual, we're going to go Blastamine and set up on the Flan. So that's within grenade range. That's perfect. So Lulu comes in. And... No, actually we need Whacker in. Because we actually need to get Whacker out of SOS haste here. So let's get Riku into something like SOS Null Frost, just to be on the safe side. We'll get Riku into SOS. We'll get Whacker just for the moment into... No, not into this. It's wrong. We need to get him into something like... Oh, that will do. Fire Ward. We need to get... Now we need to get Riku back into Auto Haste. And that allows us to put Whacker back into SOS Haste. Right, first fire on Whacker. We need a second fire on Whacker. And we need Riku to get the victory here because of the grenade. And we get a Rod of Lightning for our troubles. Excellent, so we navigated that very well. Nurse, we need now back into initiative. You, Toran, can go back into the stone proof. Right, let's get ourselves some dogs. I'm just thinking though, do we actually need... is there actually any benefit of us getting the shadow gems? Like, do we actually need them? I don't think we actually do, you know. $984, so we can use a bomb core. That gets Riku back into SOS, into overdrive. It would be nice to capture, though, the Cactuar, just in case we need to, I don't know, farm something from it. Just in case we need it later on down the line. But I think the prerogative here is to get some more snow wolves. Whacker should be able to take care of everything. There we go. We're just bringing in Riku just in case. Just in case the Ice Flan has any sort of resistance. Lots of chat going on tonight. Loving the... yeah. Loving it, lads. LG in the chat saying story was about 25 hours. I'm presuming you mean Expedition 33. But yeah. LG's in post-game now, and post-game is fucking hard, so it took a bit of longer, because, you know, I'm not very good at playing. Only 25 hours for a story, Adamant saying. That's my kind of alley. My kind of alley as well, too, to be fair. Can't parry at all. I can't parry for shit. I've got achievements in Dark Souls 1 without parrying a single time. I just can't do it. Shadow gems are useless for bosses, but depends on how deep you try and capture. Yeah, I'm considering just sacking them off, you know, and not worrying. If it comes to it, and we need shadow gems to progress, then we do. But I think Whacker might be able to take care of everything. Everything we can legitimately get. Maybe if we need something like that's bloody dangerous. That is. That's lethal. That missing. So, fire. Okay, so bomb fragment on this. Grenade to take care of the eye. Yeah, you're right, Adamants. It really depends on whether I plan on capturing Inside Sin, but even that, I don't think I'm going to need shadow gems for. It's just, well, potentially if I need to capture something like the Malbra or Barbatos. But even then, I only get 99 lunar curtains, and if I really need auto shell, I can farm for it. I think it's going to be a lot easier getting auto shell from the magic urn than it is from... Oh shit, I've gone the wrong way with this. I actually think it's going to be easier to get auto shell from the magic urn than it is from capturing Inside Sin. But yeah, you're right, it just depends on how deep. So we need some more of these eyes. Or do we? I don't actually think we do. Because actually we can't get... We can't get the floating death from the Omega Ruins. We don't have access to it in the challenge. So I just think we get one more wolf. It's the wolf for the 99 Chocobo feathers. I think that's the last wolf then. Could be wrong. Perfect encounter though. Oh, come on, Riku. Excellent. Yeah, story is pretty short and to the point for Expedition 33. I think if and when you get in Sin, you kind of pray you don't encounter Behemothkin. Defo run ender 100%. That's why I'm not really considering yeah, that's why I'm considering not capturing in yeah, not capturing inside Sin. The spoils are just not worth it. And you're right. I don't know if he can run from the Behemoth. I don't think I can because I've only got one first strike. You're right, LG. So I think Inside Sin is going to be something that we've, you know, probably just got to make a decision on not to do. I haven't got the no encounters either. But I will be getting a Purifying Salt. I will be getting 99 Purifying Salts soon. In fact, while I've got these in SOS, it might actually just be worth me doing some capturing in Macalania Woods as well. Do you allow a no encounters drop? Well, we got one before, Adamance, and I will be allowing no encounters, yes. I'm hoping Whacker just comes in and just one-shots this. That's perfect. Yeah, so we lost. So we got the one in the cavern, LG, quite far into, I think it was attempt 29 or attempt 30. Then we lost a couple of times to Yunalesca. And then we ultimately then lost all of the items that we'd farmed from Yunalesca. Now, chances are, if we don't get that wasp with Whacker, it probably means, and the wasp hits Whacker, it probably means that Whacker's a goner. So yeah, we ended up losing the no encounters as well. Do you have a plan for BFA, assuming things go right, and then kind of plan backwards for safety? 100% Adamance. So I've got some ideas in terms of a plan. LG and I were discussing that previously. It's not like we can... It's not like we can just join the fight, use trio, and then just blast it away. We could probably do that for turn 1, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I might be overthinking things, you know. We may be able to just do that. I could be wrong. I mean, a Chocobo wing, it depends if we all get... I can't remember if everyone gets first strike. Yeah, it was... No, it wasn't on the one... Oh, yes, it was actually on the one with... when Whacker died, LG. You're spot on. So we get the capture there. We get the capture there. Riku should be able to come in and get a turn in. No, she doesn't. Can we bring the bodyguard in and put it to sleep? Yes, we can. Excellent. So yes, we lost the no encounters weapon during the the same attempt, almost attempt basically, in which we did all of that legitimate magic earned farming. I'm not capturing the Chimera because I need it, by the way. I'm capturing it because it's the safest and most efficient way of actually getting rid of that enemy. All I need is... I don't actually need these. All I need, to be fair, is the wasp, and if I don't get it, then I just have to do that. But once I get the dragon enemies, and actually I need to just double check which ones I'm outstanding. I think it's just the Nidhogg in the Stolen Faith Cavern that I haven't got enough of, or I just need to capture, because it's the Drake enemies, and those are the Drake enemies that I need to capture to get the no encounters. So it's either we get it from the ghost, or we get it from the we get it from the Drake enemies. So it's the enemies that spawn the, what's it called? Fafnir. That's the one. So yeah, just getting some encounters around here, really. Just getting up the... making sure that we get the species conquest. What enemies can I capture from Macalania? So Snowwolf, we've got so really it's the Marusu that I need. Is it? No, it's not. It's the... hang on. I might be doing capturing unnecessarily here. Bear with me. Sorry, folks. I thought there was a dragon type here. So we've got the Mihen High Road, we've got Mushroom Rock, we've done Jose. Oh, it's in the Thunder Plains. So really the only one I need here is the... I've already got. So actually, I can get out of here and we can go to the Thunder Plains to do some capturing there. I thought the dragon enemy was in Macalania, but it's not. It's in the Thunder Plains. So I think once we get 4 or 5 of these dragon enemies, we can actually go and get ourselves a no encounters. Putting Kimari in Slayer. Right, this is what we're after. So Waka should be able to just take out literally everything here. Why does Riku not get a turn there? Neither does, what's her name? I think just to be on the safe side, I think we'll just get rid of this with Lulu. No. We'll just get rid of this with a grenade. Just to be on the safe side. We can capture that again in a moment. Chances are we're going to see a lot of that encounter. So we need Yuna in that. We need probably Lightning Ward just in case. Yeah, that's good. Get some Iron Giants just... oh no, we don't even need Iron Giants actually. What we will do then is make a run for the second section. And Lulu's coming in. Should be able to take this out. Excellent. We don't actually need the Iron Giant because we've got no plans of capturing in Sin. So actually it makes sense to get the hell out of this section as fast as possible. Oof. I remember the fun and games we had capturing these, to be fair. What we can do is, though, is just double map. Oof. No, don't need any of that. And of course, we're not going to talk to the bloke. Can Wacker just come in and take care of both of these? I think he can. Just saves me escaping or using any items, really. Oh, busted. Can Riku get in a turn here? No. So what we'll do is, as a backup strat, we'll bring in Kimahri. Kimahri can do that for us. Excellent. We don't need many of them. I think we need 2 more of the dragons. There's 1 of the 2 that we need. Okay, instead of messing about, I'm going to bring in Kimahri again. That Hypnospear putting in some serious work. So we just need 1 more, I believe, and then we've got 5, because we've already captured 1. So that guy there next to the post on the left, we're not going to talk to him. He obviously spawns, spoilers, he spawns Dark Ixion, who we don't want to face. Oof, imagine that. I do regret touching the 3 Cactuar stones. I should have just left it at 1. No, we can't actually get that prize as per the rules, because we shouldn't be lightning dodging or doing any sort of lightning anything to do with lightning, basically. Perfect. Now, if that didn't work, what was my backup strat? I probably would have just had to have brought in Riku and used some items, maybe. We just need 1 more dinosaur. Oh, is this a common encounter here? Because this is annoying. I'm actually thinking of going back, you know. Right, it didn't work then. So, what we could also do is... yeah, it's a bit of a difficult enemy, this is. Let's see how much this does. 853. 336, that's a horrible amount of damage to have to do. Why not? Protect ourselves. Excellent. Good old Kimari. What I'll do is now I'll bring Kimari to the front line. And equip him with the Victor overdrive mode. I'm actually, yeah, considering going back. Right, here's our final Drake enemy. Let's get rid of A. And let's get rid of C. Not good. What we can do though is bring in Riku as the backup strat. And sorts him out. Just do a quick equipment check, make sure everyone is not duplicating. We need Nurse because she's got lightning proof and initiative and sensor. Okay. We will bring in Riku just in case we need more turns. It might actually be worth putting Kimari into Silence Strike. Excellent, and then we can just grenade the rest, the last one. So doing well, folks. This is all in aid of getting that magical no encounters. Oh, talk of the devil. Let's just take care of you. And I think Riku may be able to get in enough damage here. Maybe with something like this, plus a Lulu spell, plus a grenade. That would be perfect. Excellent. So actually, I think what we can do is make our way back to the arena. But I'm not going... Oh, here's a thought. Let's get a Kimari overdrive first. Very nice. Here's what we'll do. We'll grenade. And then we'll bring in Waka, who can just take care of the Iron Giant. I remember when that was a threat, and now it's just it's an Oko. Can't believe it. Yeah, we'll just stick around here. Oh, we've captured actually all the drakes now that we need, so I think we can just progress. And we've got Kimari's his overdrive back, so yes, we can progress. Right, the quickest way back to the Calmlands is back on the board, board the airship, talk to Sid. What are we missing then? Oh, it's the Nidhogg in the sunken cave. Right, got you. So let's drop a save in. We'll get the gang prepared versus the Condor with a preemptive as well, even better. So we need Riku into SOS and Death Proof. Lulu comes in. Okay. We need to go back to the auto haste. And this is where we can bring in Waka on the defensive. Excellent. Chemist can take care of Waka. Waka on the defensive. Another fire on Waka gets him into SOS, which is busted, and then we can just bring in Riku for the grenade. Excellent. So we might as well go to the cavern. 1 to chance our luck versus the ghosts, 2 to chance our luck versus the magic urn, and 3 to chance our luck versus, not chance our luck, but get a much needed last few dragon enemies for the Fafnir, so we can get ourselves a no encounters guaranteed. And we need thunder protection. Yeah, I think we're good. Overdrive modes is Daredevil for you. Actually, I think we need to get Kimari into SOS as well here. So let's give him something neutral. He needs the same setup actually as Riku, doesn't he? And he needs Slayer. Yeah, everyone should be able to tank this, no problem at all. Excellent. And then we just bring in Riku. Ah, shit. I just thought we were doubling up there with SOS Overdrive, never mind. I didn't actually have to equip Kimari with that, so makes no odds. What we do need though is Oren's Magic Urn Where's his magic urn bracer? That's not it. Tell you what, let's give him that. And initiative. No. We don't need to give him initiative. We can give him Stone Touch. Kimari's in the back row. Tidus is in the back row. You can have that. Oren needs some extra HP on his Onyx Bracer. So I think we can use one of... Yeah, fuck it, why not? We'll give him one of them. $1,340 HP for Oren, that is busted. He's 100% surviving that Magic Urn attack now. So Daredevil, Victor, Victor, Slayer, that's good. Slayer on Kimari, who is SOS Overdrive set up. Busted. Tidus again really isn't going to see any yeah, he's not going to see anything really. So let's make our way to the cavern. So ideally what we need is frag grenades. We need no encounters, or we need some Nidhogg captures. Right, no encounters there, that's great. Right, we're finally back in the cavern, folks. Oh, would you look at that. So, good old Mighty G to kick things off. And we get rid of Yuna. The Magic Urn obviously can't be captured. Now we will go for the mid-lie just in case we can chance a stamina tablet. I knew that would happen. 400 left, busted. Oh, 2 in a row, that is beautiful. So, Yuna's good. Just defending. We did spend a lot of time in here before the Spectral Keeper and Yunalesca fights. So we're pretty well versed on Magic Urn strats. 2 wrongs in a row though is not nice. Oof, this is a horrible encounter, but I'm hoping Whacker can just do the business like that. I must check, to be honest, if they've got any resistance to petrification. So the Epage hasn't. has anything, I suppose, in the cavern. Has the Nidhogg got any resistance? No. Not to petrification anyway. Valaha. 25%. Okay. So we'll always go for that. Can the ghost be petrified? I don't think it can, because we would have been... No. Got you. The thorn can be petrified, but does it have resistance? Yes, 25%. Got you. Okay. So we've potentially got some whacker petrify failures. Ooh, very nice. So let's kick things off with a hazardous shell. And I think we'll just swap weapons with Riku with all three characters, to be fair here. It might actually be worth getting Auron to take this, to capture this. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a couple of Riku overdrives here, folks. Might be worth just tossing a shining gem. In fact, I might actually do that. So let's get Auron with the Beastmaster and piercing. How many have we got? 38. We do get the greater spheres soon, so I think doing one isn't the worst idea. And 1800, weak to lightning, so let's use some of these electro marbles. Okay. 186, that's good to know. So, we're going to chance a grenade, hoping not a critical. Perfect. Yuna's going to get 11 damage in. And we've captured the ghost. Excellent. Right, so if all else fails, then... Nice to see you, LG. Appreciate you sticking around, brother. I'll catch you on your stream in a bit. Appreciate the love and support as always. And catch you on the next one in the week, brother. Take it easy. Good luck with the rest. Want to get some editing before I start my stream. Nice to see you, bro. Take it easy and catch you on the next one. Yeah, I can either do that, or once I've captured enough Nidhoggs, I get the Fafnir, which gives me Purifying Salts, and I can customise no encounters then. Catch you later. Lightning Steel, Metal Taj. Not good, not good. Right, I remember one of the episodes where we were getting SOS Overdrive equipment like it had gone out of fashion, basically. Now the problem with this is, to be fair, is that these can actually they can cause pollen. So I'm actually just going to escape with Yuna here and get Auron with the Beastmaster, and then just make sure Riku gets another overdrive. Before we run out of sleep. Right, next. Excellent. Okay, so Auron is good. Now we can start throwing grenades. Because these counter, like the ones on Jose, these counter with like a really hard-hitting pollen attack. Oh, that's busted. So Auron should be able to take these out in one hit. Excellent. Excellent. And if we use I wonder what dog we're missing for the SOS for the 99 Chocobo feathers. Surely we've got enough Sandwolves. It's Mount Gagazet capturing. I need to get Bandersnatch. Not an issue. We don't need to capture many of them, so another battle versus the Thorns. We can capture the other two that we need, because no, actually I think we probably need 4 or 5. Come on, Nidhogs. There we go, Talk of the Devil, and it shall appear. There we go, and we can just bring in Riku. Now what we do need is a grenade and an antidote here, because that silences them. We may as well capture these whilst we can. So Auron with the Beastmaster. Yuna, you can just get the hell out of there. We'll swap until we get a Riku in overdrive. Auron, you can just chill for now. Good old Daredevil SOS strats. Auto haste giving Riku so many turns as well. Okay, we just need to lower them now with some grenades. Grenades is so good because you can kind of half tell. So that was a critical, so it's doing 35. Okay. Yeah, you can half tell how much damage it's kind of going to do. Oh, this is not very nice, to be fair. So let's bring in Whacker to see if we can take it out. Is there anything we can do to capture this? Because Whacker's got a capture weapon, you see, so I can't bring in Auron. I think it might just be we've just got to get rid of it. I can't risk it. The elementals I'm not looking to capture in abundance. What am I doing? Okay, Director, Stone Touch, excellent. Yeah, the elementals I'm avoiding because I can't get the black element in the Omega Ruins. So what we ideally need from the Magic Urn is, obviously apart from elixirs and stamina tablets, is frag grenades. Because I figured out we were in Beacon out earlier, and I believe the only way I can feasibly get the Cactuar to get the 99 Shadow Gems is by using a frag grenade on the Cactuar and also using just a sec. Soul Spring, don't need that, even though that would have been busted. No luck so far. Sorry, using a Chocobo feather on someone, then using a frag grenade. Maybe I've got enough turns then, or getting a preemptive versus it. Preemptive, I don't, but they come few and far between anyway, so it's a very, very risky fight. The other thing is, do I actually need Shadow Gems? I'm unsure. But what I'm in here for is the Nidhogg's more than anything, because they are going to give me access to the Fafnir, which gives me access to 99 Purifying Salts, which gives access to no encounters. So I can guarantee myself a no encounters weapon once I've captured enough Nidhogg's. And at the moment I think I've captured one. But in between that, if I can get myself some frag grenades, I can also set up for the possibility of capturing the Cactuar. So come on, frag grenades. Oh, Lunar Curtain, that's not bad to be fair though. I'll take a Lunar. Yeah, I'll take a Lunar. So the strat here is we bring in Whacker. Whacker tries to capture the Imp. I think he's just literally got to go for everything. I wonder if that's got resistance. Let's find out. I doubt the Mech Hunter has got resistance to petrification. Once I've captured a few imps, so this is the second Nidhogg. Once I've captured a few imps, what I can do is simply use Kimahri with Stone Breath there. So the reason I've got to use a Blaster Mine is because it allows me to get Riku another overdrive without poisoning them, even though I don't think, actually I think they're resistant to poison, but it allows me to escape with everyone as well very safely. And I've been defending and not swapping weapons, which is a crime in this challenge, because if Riku failed to escape twice there, I'm up shit creek. So but we've been having great magic urn encounter rate. It's just a shame it hasn't been so successful. Let me just check how many lunar curtains we do have. We've got 6. Okay, not the best, not the worst. Praying for some frag grenades now. I think you get 2 or 3 as well, but it's the Nidhogg's, because we have captured a ghost, so we could try and farm no encounters from there, but I think it's going to be easier for me to simply... Oh, wrong again. I think it's simply easier for me to just capture some Nidhogg's and get purifying salts. I guess what I could do is give Yuna MP Stroll. Look at that, already back to a few steps, already back to 84. And then we can just give her Ice Proof, Lightning Proof as usual. Right, because these have got petrification resistance, I am going to use a Hazardous Shell. Escape with Yuna and equip Auron with the Beastmaster. As usual, I've got to get Riku an overdrive. These must be very quick because I suppose I don't think actually they're that quick, because Riku is getting a significant amount of turns here. Right, now we can start damaging them. So, a few grenades, and we're cooking on gas. Now at this point, because we need Auron to ensure he gets a turn, we've got to start swapping with his weapon. So we're at 1,000. Excellent, so they've all stayed asleep. Now we'll probably only be able to capture 1 here. Yeah, the other 2 are dead, so that's fine. 52. Auron's captured the Thorn. Excellent. Just depends on damage ranges that fight does. Can Waka take care? The problem is, if Waka takes care of 1, then I think it's just best to bring in Kimahri and just do a Stone Breath. I have no intention or need to capture everything in the Cavern of the Stolen Faith. Only selected enemies that are going to give me, like, Species Conquest. And those little Yowies, I have no intention of capturing. So the backup strat here is, if Waka misses there, is bring in Mr. Stone Breath, aka Dr. Doom, to cook up some serious petrification. So a couple more Nidhogg's. ideally, I don't actually need this anymore, so we're just going to put it into silence, escape with the other two, and let that be that. Because I've already caught one. If I need to, I think I'll be able to capture everything in the cavern. The problem is, if you venture into the green areas, not only do you, yes, you do encounter the Tombury, but you also encounter the Defender X or Defender Y or Defender Z, whichever one it is, and it's an absolute pain in the arse to deal with, other than having Auron in the back row. Okay, let's try and capture a couple more of these, and then we can just start bringing in Kimahri after that. So, usual Riku strats. I think once we've got the Nidhogg tonight, folks, we're going to call it a day. Maybe try and get ourselves some frag grenades in the meantime. So I think I'm looking for 3 more Nidhoggs. I need to double check actually what damage Auron, or I need to check in this battle what Auron did, what damage Auron did to the thorns. Right, I think we're only going to actually be able to capture the one on the left. Oh no, we'll be able to capture the outer ones, that's good. Come on, stay asleep. Yes, excellent. So the middle one's likely to die. Oh, it's stuck around. 9 HP, let's go. So Riku we can just defend. Auron, we'll get rid of that. 269, excellent. So we'll just get rid of that now. We've caught enough of them. We may, and I mean may, be able to capture the Sleep Sprout inside Sin, and that will give us access to the 99 healing springs from the Sleep Sprout in the Monster Arena. But I'm on the fence as to whether or not I should be capturing inside Sin. It's just so risky. And it's probably going to take a lot of time as well because of the necessity to keep going back and forth if I encounter a Behemoth King. It's probably the one enemy, well, actually that, the Malboro and Barbatos are the enemies in this game. In this challenge, I foresee impossible to be able to defeat and capture. I don't think it's possible without losing characters. But luckily, Inside Sin only gives me 99 Lunar Curtains, so if I do need Auto Shell, I can always get it from this thing here. And yes, farming 80 or is it 70 Lunar Curtains from the Magic Urn sounds like a tall order, but it's probably a safe strat. Come on, frag grenade. Let's go. More frag grenades. Let's go, yes. Right, let's try a middle eye. Maybe we get a stamina tablet or an elixir. Oh, nice. That's the rare drop as well. So 2 portions of frag grenades there, folks. That was an insane Magic Urn. Every now and again you get insane ones. So what does that give us? Oh, we do have frag grenades. Ah, that must have been an empty slot. I'm pretty sure frag grenades do 700 damage. Or 750 damage. We can actually trial that in here, actually. That ain't a bad idea. So, a couple more Nidhogs, and then we're going to call it a day. Oh, it's just so long. And I have stupidly sorted everything, and I didn't put the grenade and maps back. Not to worry. So once Riku's sorted, we'll escape with her as well. There is literally no point in me capturing any more than one of this. There we go. Nice and safely. In fact, we will keep the frag grenades for the Chocobo, the Cactuar. So if it misses, we can in fact, what I'll try and do is escape with these folks. What we want is, we want to turn in, because we can't bring in Kimari and have Waka out at the same time. There we go. Because they've both got SOS haste. It might actually be worth me unequipping SOS haste just in case that actually happens again. Not the best. Giving him something like this, that'll do. So a couple more Nidhogs. So we've captured enough of these now, so we can just bring in Mr. Stonebreath and he can sort them out. Gets his overdrive back. The time you want Nidhogs is the time they do not appear. Not even going to chance it. I think we've got one imp so far, so if we do need any more, we can always come back and get some. The imps are the floating thunder enemy. Or we can actually get them on Mount Gagazet. That might not be a bad idea. That's probably a safer idea. Excellent. Oh, come on. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the imps on Mount Gagazet instead. Because with Waka versus the is it the grenades or the bombs basically? He can face those two with his with one of his elemental arm guards, and he can't die. So shit. Let's just, I need to reorder this stuff. Grenade, antidote, blaster mine, excellent. Right, Yuna can escape. Please escape, Yuna. Please escape, Auron. Riku, we're just going to get back into OD. Please escape Auron. It's literally one of the only things in this game that I dislike is the fact that you cannot escape 100% of the time. You should be able to, in my eyes. Or it should be based on some sort of stat and not luck. Because I think your escape rate is about 80 or 90%. In my eyes, it should be based on some form of, like, your agility stat or something. So I think we need 2 more Nidhogg's just to be sure. Other than that, we're just going to have to make do with what we've got. Sorry, we're just going to have to make do with taking enemies out with Riku and or Kimahri and or Wakka if we decide to capture something. We may as well chance as well for frag grenades. And we may as well chance for a stamina tablet in the middle eye as well. How many have we got? We've got 2, that's good. So Riku can just defend because the Magic Urn can't attack unless provoked, unless attacked, should I say. Bingo. Come on, frag grenade. Oh, another soul spring. Let's go for the top right. Frag grenade. Phoenix down. This is going to be wrong. Oh, bingo. Come on, frag grenade. Please. Silver hourglass. I will take that. Yeah. It's got a worse chance. What did that do? Jesus Christ, did a lot of damage. It's the most I've ever seen it do. 1021, that has got to be a max roll. The good thing about it is, though, is we get 4 silver hourglasses, like we get 4 frag grenades. The grenades, there we go, and we'll move the mega potions for the doors of tomorrow because we're going to need them at the top. Yeah, this I'm not interested. I'm just going to Stone Breath. Oof, what we got here? That's a bloody amazing arm guard. We'll keep that. Yeah, and that can be thrown. Right, this is what we're after. Perfect. So, grenade and antidote. Is it worth capturing everything? It might be. Just in case. You just never know when you're going to need these enemies. So let's get Riku back into yellow. Yeah, you never know when you're going to need to farm this sort of stuff. To be fair, I shouldn't use a grenade there in case it criticals. And then Riku's left with, what, half an overdrive before the next battle. I think it's one more Nidhogg we need. So we'll go for that. And then we'll call it a day. Oh, 70. Oh. Does Riku have a capture weapon? Yes, she does. So tell you what, if I can use a Chocobo feather on Auron, no. Can I use a silver arrow? Oh no, it's silenced actually, so that's fine. So we're good. So we'll defend. I forgot that it was still silenced, you see. Excellent. Dark element captured. Perfect. We're not that far off from capturing everything here, to be fair. Right, couple more. I reckon one more Nidhogg, and then we're good. Then we'll go back to the Calmlands. We'll talk to the guy. Hopefully get our no encounters items. Just hope we get a Nidhogg pretty soon. And less of this crap now, because we don't need it at all. Yeah, not the worst encounter this, because we can just Stone Breath. No, don't need that stuff. As a further optimization, what I probably could do is, if we do need to come back in here to do any sort of farming or grinding, is to give Kimahri first strike, just in case I forget to swap out Kimahri for Riku. Because that way, yeah, Kimahri and Riku can just swap, basically. Because anything Kimahri can take out, Riku can't, or Riku has a harder time taking out some of the stuff in here versus Kimahri. Bingo, come on, frag grenades, that'd just be lovely. Silver hourglass, I mean, I'll take them. No problem. Ah, I got it wrong. Considering it's a free battle, I may as well. So that one Nidhogg now is just going to be so evasive. There we go, perfect. Right, grenades, antidotes. Get the Caton in. You can capture the Nidhogg. I believe that's the last Nidhogg we need. So we've come exactly what we've got exactly what we came for, which is frag grenades. Which actually, I'm going to test one. 778, that's perfect. Why that's perfect is because Cactuar in Beacon Out has got 800 health. So I'll just get Riku's overdrive back. And then we'll go in. I'm just praying we've captured 5 Nidhogg's. I believe we have. And that should be enough to get the Fafnir, which should be enough to get us the Purifying Salts. Oh, well, one last effort at getting a couple of frag grenades or a stamina tablet, maybe. Just defend. Okay, Riku can exit. Riku can exit. Excellent. Oh, wrong. Nice. Okay. At least we've got some frag grenades. Right, nice. No encounters there. Just praying we don't get any encounters up until the monster arena. Now, this should be our first, unless I've done something wrong or I haven't captured enough, this should be our first species conquest. You completed a total of 10 races and areas. Do you seem to be worthy of this prize? I've gathered it's a priceless item, but I have no use for it. The Mars Sigil, nice. After taming all the dragons, you brought... I've bred the ultimate worm. 99 purifying souls, let's go. There's our no encounters. Perfect. Right, let's sell him some crap and then we'll get going. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. We don't need that. I am going to do a clear out at some point. I've done it. I've created a monster this fabulous day. Come on, kiddo, help me celebrate. Supreme Gem times 60. Let's go, folks. That's 2 species conquests now we've done. Not now. And we get the 60 Supreme Gems, which do up to 9,999. They're going to come in clutch versus the bosses to come. Right, Purifying Salt. Exactly what I am after. So, let's give it on Tidus, I think. And... yeah, we'll just give it on this. Actually, I think you can only equip it to an armor. So, there we go. No encounters, let's go. I wanted it on something without anything else. So the peaceful shield we've got now, folks. Excellent, let's go. Right, let's just double check. No. What other species conquests have we actually got? Oh, the Fafnir and the Pteryx. I forgot that we had the Pteryx. That gave us the 99 Mega Phoenixes. That's That's busted. Right, we'll drop a save in and we'll call it a night, folks. It's been a fantastic episode. We've got everything but the Cactuar in Beacon now. We've got the no encounters. We've got the Supreme Gems. We've got loads of stuff now, so we're cooking on gas. I think the next episode we're going to try and get the Cactuar to get the Shadow Gems, because they may be useful. And we're going to finalise the capturing in the Calmlands. So join me again next week, probably tomorrow. If not, it's going to be Friday. So it'll be Monday and or Friday, or both. If you have joined me in the chat, great to have you with us as always. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed the challenge tonight. Subscribe to the channel if you're not part of the JitKeep community. And I'll catch you all on the next one. Take it easy. Bye for now.